During the interview, President Paul Kagame pointed out that the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the country's economy is obvious for anyone willing to look at the figures and the reality on the ground.
And we are already being affected. We can see it. I mean, when we are now into the third lockdown we have had in the last 1 year. And we see the businesses going down. You see the growth that we had been used to in our country. In 2019, our economy grew 9.2%. We expect to do better in 2020, then 21 also even better, but that has all gone down. We are around 0 or 1 or 2%. So we are definitely already witnessing the consequences of that, and we are struggling with it. We are trying to do the best we can here, what we can do, and work with the rest of the world. We have had access to financing to deal with fill some of the gaps that exist. So it's going to be a hard struggle, but nonetheless we have to be prepared for it.
With health experts stressing that a widespread vaccination program is the only way to return to anything resembling normal across the globe, Rwanda has become among the first 5 African countries to begin administering vaccines for her people, as the rest of the continent continues to struggle with the pandemic.
We see the rest of the world vaccinating. We haven't. We haven't had so many, or if at all, in Africa. So that means we are still far behind on the queue. And as I can see it, some people are not on the queue at all. So we are on the queue, we are waiting. So we will take any vaccines that come that we are told actually works. So whether it is Pfizer, it is Moderna, we want to have any of those as fast as we can.
The fact that much of Africa continues to lag behind when it comes to vaccinating her people has only served to further illustrate the rift that exists between the developed and developing countries, and sadly this is nothing new.
We have seen most of these things happen in the last 20 or so years, where Africa is lagging behind the rest of the world because of what Africa seems to be, and in that part of the world we live in that still has a lot of poverty, still is not considered as the integral part of the global economy the way it should be, and there's a problem of equity and so on and so forth. So Africa has that problem, and we need to work at it and make things better.
Even the few African countries that have begun vaccinating against COVID-19 are yet to get enough supplies when you take into account their populations and how many people must be vaccinated.